Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. You have got Scraggy Pip at 8:38 in the morning on Monday. It's very unusual because normally I'm working and I would be in the middle of doing a school run about now. But since the village school is shut down for COVID reasons, I do not have a school run today. So yes, not happening. But on a good point for me, that was good because I think I suddenly realised how exhausted I felt this morning. I fell asleep, snuggled up against Lee while he was watching a movie with his 3D goggle things on, and I lay on his chest at about 11 o'clock, the last thing I remember. I woke up at 4 something, went for a wee, went back to sleep, the alarm went off, and my eyes were like, oh, they do, you know when your eyes physically are struggling to open? That's how I was. So I've decided today needs to be quite relaxed and lazy because I clearly need it. I think I have literally burnt the candle at both ends. And obviously I've got less children this week as well, and I'm only working 2 days now because I haven't got any little kids on a Monday, and then I've only got little kids Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday to Hereford. So it's probably just as well in some ways for me, although it's terrible for everyone else. Kenzie is up and he's doing an online lesson. He's just printing off what he needs and he's just signing into the lesson. So I'm going to take him up a cup of tea. For those of you that missed yesterday's vlog, he's been classed as a close contact with somebody at school who has tested positive with a positive PCR test for COVID. So he now has to isolate until he can go back to school and he can go outside on the 20th. So I guess his last contact with them was probably Friday. Anyway, I'm going to make a cup of tea. I've just done the dishes, so that's that done. I'm just going to put a load of washing on. I'm going to put the dishwasher on. Make tea and go back to bed for a bit. Catch up on YouTube viewing because I have barely watched any YouTube videos. Oh, excuse me, in the last few weeks. Because I've been doing a lot of travelling at the weekends because work's busy during the day, so obviously I don't get to watch any then. And then I've been working on the van, so yeah, I just don't feel like I've really supported my regular channels and those people that support me. So I'm sorry about that. You've not been forgotten about. It's just been very busy. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time dipping into each channel and just giving you some thumbs up, giving you some view time, and hopefully commenting. Okay, I'll come back to you in a bit. 10:15 and I have stopped being lazy. I have got up, got dressed, cleaned the bathroom. Kenzie is set up for his work in here. He's got my laptop. He is just having a late breakfast because he had a bit of a lay-in this morning. Didn't you, Kenzie Bear? Probably can't hear him. He's probably got his headphones on. Saying you had a lay-in this morning. Yeah. How did your first lesson go?
Average.
Average. What's your next one?
Maths.
Maths. Cool. It has gone from being an incredibly wet, rainy morning and very cloudy to being really warm and the sun's come out. I'm going to get in the van now and go and take it to the garage and get the heat shield looked at that is rattling. So I'm going to go and do that now. You're going to tell me all it needed was bending out?
Yeah, that's it.
That was... Or is that loose?
It's allowed to wobble.
It's allowed to wobble.
It would wobble like that anyway. That was warmer.
There's a nice old MG there. Just prepping some fish water for the fish. I don't normally do it this way. I usually go and buy the stuff from the fish shop, but I'm reducing my travels with the whole COVID thing, which is a bit ridiculous because obviously I'm going to Hereford, but I mean, you know, reducing my travels locally. There we go. Go and put some water in it. Wow, my veg is doing well. The tomatoes are starting to come up. My potato is going wild. My sunflowers looking very nice. My beetroot are growing nicely. My turnips, I think, are growing nicely. Something looks like they're having a munch on the leaves. My Brussels sprouts. And I'm going to pick these beans. The leaves are going a bit yellow and I'm not really sure why. Is that just what happens? I'm going to pick some of these beans that look big to have those for my dinner later. It's a big one. I think some of those can fill out a bit more. Oh, the leaves are coming off. That's not good, is it? Why is that happening? Too much water, maybe? Not sure. Ideas, people? Oh, that's done. I'll go and put this in the playroom and it will warm up nicely, ready to go in the aquarium tomorrow. And that stops the cats getting in. I'm going to go down to the village shop now and see if I can get some chocolate chips for Kenzie or some chocolate chunks. He wants to do a chocolate chip cookies. We're also going to do orange because we've got some satsumas that we could use the orange zest from to do those. And then he's also going to make courgette cake with his giant cannonball courgette that he grew at school, or that they all grew at school, his class. So I need my mask, and I'm going to go and put this on the bird feeder as well when I'm passing. It's so nice just being outside for a few minutes. I'm going to take a bit of a walk around the village, I think, catch some Pokemon, and then make my way to the village shop and get a bit of fresh air as well, because even though I've been outside working on the van, I've not really enjoyed the fresh air and I've not done an awful lot of just taking in the atmosphere. So I'm going to do that now. I've been for a walk and I've tidied the house and I've hoovered. I do have a small list of jobs that I do need to do, but I'm just going to have a rest and I'm going to let my phone charge. I went for a little walk around the village, did Pokemon Go, then picked up some chocolate buttons for Kenzie to put in his cookies he's going to make. I'm just going to relax now. The car has been done. I don't think I said what the problem was today. The problem was that the heat shield had just bent inwards, so at some point I've gone through a puddle and the force of the water has pushed the heat shield in and it was touching the exhaust, and so it was rattling. He's just bent it back out again. So that was good, but I also had the bill for the internal fan that needed to be done, so I had to pay that, which was £121.13. So that wasn't too bad. So I'm all squared up with the garage now and it's no longer rattling. I do need to go and put another coat of paint on the cupboards. I do need to go and put the number plates on. I need to have a bath, but I've got all day. It's just gone lunchtime, so I'm just going to relax with a cup of tea and watch some YouTube. Are these me friendly?
No.
Oh well, I'll still eat them.
We don't have a new gluten
plain
flour.
But the courgette cake will be me friendly, won't it?
I'll make that today though.
Okay, you make it tomorrow then. Thanks.
Mm.
Otherwise it's going to go yucky. Thanks. Time to go and put the new number plates on, I think. Oh, look at those. He's done a good job. They look amazing. Our friendly dove with the wonky wing is back. Eating bits of bread that I threw out earlier on. Hello, dove. I think Thomas called him John. John the dove. Lee and Brendan are home. I have locked the van up for the day. I just want to let as much of the fumes and stuff and the paint sort of dissipate as much as I could before Thursday. And I've left the windows open just a little smidge so that the air can come in and just get rid of some of those fumes before I have to sleep in there. But I think it makes it look better. I've made a little bit of a drippy mess on the board of the bed with my paint. But I'm just a messy painter, I guess. It's because I'm flappy. What else was I going to say to you? Okay, so today's been a bit weird. So now I'm only going to have Orion and Harrison tomorrow, but I'm not starting work at a normal time because Kenzie's school have asked me to get him PCA tested. So we have an appointment at 9:30 tomorrow morning in Oxford, which is the nearest one I could get to. Not in the city centre, it's at one of the park and rides. So we're going to go and do that in the morning. I've also booked myself a test because although I can't be 100% sure I have come into contact with anybody directly, I do go to the park and I am with the children who have tested positive at the park. And one of those children is Ozzy's big brother. And I do stand and talk to him, although I don't remember doing it last week. But quite often he'll come next to me and he'll stand at my level and we'll do Pokemon together. So whilst I don't think I have been at risk directly, it's hard to know 100%. So I'm carrying on as normal, but I am going to I will get a test. If I'm taking Kenzie for a test, I'm going to get myself tested as well properly with a PCR test. So that's what we're doing first thing in the morning. And then as soon as I get back, I'll take Orion and Harrison. Orion's with me till 3, Harrison's with me till 5. And then on Wednesday, I've only got Ethan and Harrison because obviously Ozzy can't come now that his brother's got it. They've all got to self-isolate. Yeah, so it just seems to be, yeah, the COVID lurking. And then I looked online and there's 40,000 cases in Oxfordshire, which is the county I live in at the moment. You know, that was yesterday's count. There's 40,000 currently. And there's several schools shut, like our village school is shut. It's just really not good. We're you know, usually it's like North, they've been the ones that have been suffering, but Oxfordshire's been really badly hit. And then obviously I'm just really trying to make sure I can get to Hereford, and I would feel better knowing that I had been PCR tested before going to Hereford, with it all obviously circling me in quite close proximity, but not close enough for me to trigger a trace. I just think the most responsible thing I can do before going to this meetup is to actually get myself PCR tested. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be a funny old week. So what else have I got to tell you? Nothing, I don't think. My brain's a bit of a kerfuddle. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.